Welcome to the Lost at Home podcast. Here are your hosts, Scott Bear and Jeremiah Johnson.
Welcome to the Lost at Home podcast. My name is Jeremiah, and I have unfortunate news. Scott is not able to be here this week because he has been having some health issues, and we're a little bit concerned about him. And I want to put my prayers out to Scott and his family to make sure that Scott is okay. Scott.
Hey, what's going on?
Are
we recording?
I was just letting the people know that you were sick, and I was sending thoughts and prayers out.
I am, but I'm here. No thoughts and prayers.
Last I heard, you were in a hospital bed.
Yeah, no,
getting injections from a large Spanish man.
Ignore the gown. That means nothing. I wear hospital gowns often at home.
There are people knocking at my door, saying, "Is Scott there?" They can't hear them because
they're cosplayers. They're LARPing as doctors.
Okay, well, here's the thing. I'm going to leave that. I don't give a shit. I just want to get this podcast done.
The worst doctors on earth? LARPing doctors.
LARP doctors? Yes.
They cannot help you.
Yes, I see your gallbladder is up in your cranium again.
This fall in NBC, LARP MD.
You know what the
We
gallbladder...
can't save him. We've never been able to save anyone.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to surgery his scorp. What? That's nothing. Yeah,
Take off his chainmail. He's not wearing any. Wait, wrong
Put
part.
it on him and take it off again.
The surgical scalpels can't cut through the chainmail. It's good chainmail then, huh?
Yeah. His open wounds, he would have been fine had they not placed open chainmail on his wounds there. But anyways, So you're fine now, apparently. I was about to start the show without you. I thought I've been waiting for you all day.
I'm doing dandy.
Okay.
I'm back. I've been back for my trip for a few days now.
You went to New Orleans.
I went to Louisiana, New Orleans.
You came back sick.
I came back
sick. Which tells
sick.
me
I am sick now.
You got something on Bourbon Street. I'm gonna ask your wife a few questions about what she allowed you to do. What kind of hall pass you had down there?
We saw boobs on Tuesday night. We got there Monday night. We saw people dancing on each other's crotches on Thursday night, and then we saw Garbage and Rob Zombie in concert. It was a fun trip.
Yeah.
Between that, we just drank and ate.
Oh, I'm sorry. You saw Garbage and Rob Zombie? That's redundant. Oh! I'm kidding. I actually love Rob Zombie. I just figured that would be a good joke, pretending that Rob Zombie was garbage. That's actually not true. I love Rob Zombie. Rob Zombie, awesome. You are a hero.
Best stage show I've ever seen in
my
life.
First of all, I'm jealous about the Rob Zombie thing. I'm more jealous about Garbage. I've loved Garbage since I was a teenager.
Great stage show.
I fucking love Shirley Manson.
Shirley Manson. She didn't age a day.
Oh my God, that's scary because she was gorgeous back in the day. She's gorgeous
So
now.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
If anyone's interested in seeing any of the highlights of my trip, go to Instagram, go to Legend Tripper with an underscore in the middle.
Yes,
and,
let's Legend underscore Tripper. Some people might not know what the middle is there. We have a lot of very stupid listeners.
Of those two words, put an underscore in the middle.
People might not know which one's the word.
I also feel bad having an underscore.
LEG underscore END Tripper.
Yeah. But
Leg and Tripper.
So Jared, what is this show? What do we do here?
Oh, you're asking me for once. This is great.
I'm flipping the tables.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Let me literally flip the table. We have no sound effect. It actually could literally. It would be mics falling. It'd be computers breaking. It'd be Jer swearing. It'd be alcohol falling on the ground.
I was about to try to do it like a sound effect, and you were too clearly.
Yeah.
But we both realized we can't do a leg
we made weird eye contact, like two guys in a threesome who suddenly meet eyes.
Yeah. And then your sound effect was just like a throat clear. Yeah. That was it. So this show is about, what we like to do is we like to dig into the deepest recesses of the internet, pull out the fucking turds of the bowels of the internet, and eat them and regurgitate them to you like mother birds to baby birds. And as we do so, by that I means weird stories, by the way, as we do that, we like to create new content in the process whenever possible. So during our web dropping segment, web droppings being that we eat shit from the internet and we spit them back into your mouth like you're a bunch of fucking little babies, little baby birds. And then what we do is we try to create new content. That could be maybe a new movie idea. We don't make these things, but we create the ideas. Yeah, we create the ideas. We brainstorm new content for these ideas.
And this show is technically a copyright. So if you go take one of our
ideas... We don't have
lawyers,
lawyers, but we're going to say it is.
Yeah, but if you go out and make a movie based on something we say or a comic book, we want royalties. That's how we keep the lights on the air.
Yes, we do. And another thing we like to do, other than keeping lights on the air, is
I am sick, and this is going to be a fun episode.
Here's the thing: we have let people know that you are on heavy medication from. I'm not going to say escaping from the hospital, but I'm
in Louisiana, by the way.
But I
had to go in a
those
plane.
Are Louisiana LARP doctors, if I've ever seen them. They are wearing hats with a feather in them. That's probably nothing they do down there. They have alligator skin everything.
Yeah, they're wearing
alligator skin scalpels, which is a weird thing.
They're wearing bibs like for barbecuing that have crawdads on them.
Exactly, like literal physical crawdads crawling up them.
Yeah,
and they
live ones sewn.
And then they crack them and go, "Come on out here, boy! Well, come on now, come on out." That's actually the sound of them out there saying that. But anyway, another thing we do here is we love numbers. By the way, we don't love numbers. I love numbers, and my primies love numbers. And today. Oh, yeah, 262, that's not a special number. That's even. How could that be special? Fuck you, it's a semi-prime. 2 times 131, that's semi-prime. Luckily, I know my numbers because I put that in wrong. I also started...
You have an additional factor,
Scott,
I see in the
I'm going to start something new here for my phonies out there. See what that is? My phonies. Sounds like they're phony. But what I mean is people who like phone facts. Not fun facts, phone fact. You're yawning like I've never seen a man yawn before. You look like I watched like a laughing hyena documentary and put it on mute. That's how like aggressively you yawned during my phone. Should I start the segment? Because this is gonna happen.
I don't feel well, and everything I do has nothing to do with the show.
Okay, phone facts. Boom. North American telephone area code 262 covers much of southeastern Wisconsin and was created on September 25th, 1999 when it was split from area code 414. We're not going to get to that episode in a while. It covers most of the suburbs of Milwaukee, but not Milwaukee County itself. Also, 262 is the country code of Mayotte. Or Mayotte. I don't know how to pronounce that. Anyway, I'm going to be bringing phone facts to everybody from here on out because I know... We've got a lot of messages from our primies, literally none, that have been like, give us more number facts. So I'm like, fuck it, we're doing a telephone thing now. So my phonies and my primies, we're all starting the show. Hope you all enjoyed that. What's that? We're canceled? I didn't think you could cancel a podcast. But apparently the FCC has stepped in to cancel Ajit Patil or whatever his name is. Is that what...
Oh, yeah, that is.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
douchebag. The most
FCC,
hated man in America.
The FCC, net neutrality, fuck you. Anyway, other than that, usually what we do is we have this fresh new content with the weird turds of the internet in a segment called Web Droppings, which I think we're gonna just launch into right now, Scott.
That sounds perfect. Web Droppings.
Scott's medication made him forget that we had. Like a pre-produced.
Oh, it's time now. Web droppings. That was on point, right?
First of all, what are you taking for medicine there? You're drinking a lot of it. It seems like it says tonic on it. Like, is it like? It seems like it might be more of a like a fake snake oil type thing.
Well, I'm spelling tonic as Milagro.
Ah, yes, Milagro.
I don't know, nothing's helping, so we're falling back on the old standard. Your baby's got a toothache? Cocaine. Your baby's got a heartache?
Cocaine.
That's cocaine.
Yeah. Opiates. You just like speedball your baby to death. Yeah, I wonder why the infant mortality rate was so low back in those days, or so high back in those days. Like, well, you just speedballing your babies. It's like, oh, well, he had a toothache, and I gave him cocaine, and then he couldn't sleep, so I gave him a bunch of opium. And it's like, and then my baby died the next day of plow fever. Yeah. Of course, plow fever is like a callback to a classic episode.
Seemed even. Now we have fertilizer for the garden. Get the wood chipper.
Yeah, see, yeah, God works in mysterious ways, like the new abortion law.
Actually, did you ever weird sidebar?
Yes. Yes.
Did you watch the Quiet Place, not Quiet Place movie that hit Netflix about 2 weeks ago?
Silence.
Was that the one with the bats?
I don't know. I haven't seen it, but I remember seeing one that looked like it maybe.
It was like Quiet Place where you couldn't make a sound.
But there was one with Kieran. But there was one Kieran Shipka from Sabrina who was in it. and maybe one of the Quaids or something. I might be mixing two completely different franchises.
It's basically a Quiet Place, but with bats.
I don't know. I didn't see it. I can tell you that. I can answer your question and say no, I did not see it.
Okay. I had a point and I lost it.
Well, because I haven't seen it, and
because that took way too long to get to the point where I didn't see it.
Well, folks, see whatever movie we're talking about. 5 stars. I thought it was Silence. If it came out like recently,
it was on Netflix.
It's a Netflix original, Silence, with Kieran Shipka from. I didn't know. I don't know if it was
it Toro in it. I think.
I don't know.
That's a guess.
Well, let me see. Well, there's a movie called Silence that was made by
We're doing a deep dive right now.
That's not that. No, I want to look at. Let's see. When the world is under attack from creatures who hunt their human prey by sound, a teenager who lost her hearing at 13 and her family seek safety in a remote refuge. However, they discover a cult who are eager to exploit their heightened senses.
I'm glad you brought that up because I forget the entire reason why I brought it up. I am really sick.
No, I was correct. It is Silence because when I saw the trailer for it, I'm like, it seems I haven't even seen a Quiet Place.
You're trying to boost me, but no, I forget my entire point, and there was one.
So. We may or may not have been.
This episode is going to be fun. If you're a listener, pull out a pad of paper right now. Just start writing down things I start to say and don't finish.
Yeah.
And maybe you could send that to us.
Maybe you can beat the record set by our good friend Sarah. Or not just her, but me and her probably from like 2 episodes ago. I would actually be curious which one wins. 2 blackout drunk people and you. Or just you yourself.
Yeah, me just sick. Like, literally, my brain is a fog. This is going to be a fun episode.
Your brain is
10 minutes from now, I'm going to bring up that point.
Your brain is Jamie Lee Curtis in an amazingly directed John Carpenter film. I told you that joke in the bar, but I had to bring it up again.
We already talked about this.
So you're going to laugh or what?
No.
Only because you're sick. It
hurts to laugh.
That's the only reason.
It gives the virus strength.
It feeds off your laughter. Yes.
No.
Oh, the old laughter virus.
All right, let's keep a laughter meter going for this whole episode.
Yes,
See if I die by the end of it.
It's up at 22. I don't know what it goes up to. 2250.
That's a weird number, but let's go with it.
Yep.
Because it sounds low enough now and high enough later where I will not.
And there's a comma in a weird spot. It's 225,0. I don't know what that means. It could be a UK number. I got this this meter from China off the dark web, so it might actually just be registering clicks of radiation. I don't think those two things. That's not a measurement of radiation.
Clicks of radiation.
Well, that's what the brochure says. Yes, I think I may have gotten gypped.
What is the radiation meter called again?
Like the Geiger meter.
Yeah.
Geiger counter. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really cool that
HR Geiger counter is what it is. It's actually.
Well, yeah. Well, also it's really cool that it was named after a guy named Geiger. Like, otherwise we would have.
It was named after the man who created Alien. By the way, that's not the truth.
Name 3 last names of your friends.
Let's see, Johnson
meter, Johnson meter, or Johnson meter.
Yeah.
Nope. Sounds like something to measure your dick. Sounds like one of those things.
Oh, they are. Yeah, we've all created them. We're actually in a copyright feud, trademark feud right now.
It sounds like when you go to Foot Locker and they put your foot in that machine that measures your foot, like a Johnson meter.
Wait, have you seen the Johnson meter? We've been trying to keep that under wraps.
No, I have not seen one.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't talk about it?
I've been trying to keep it under wraps because I think the Johnson meter is going to be pretty important.
Web dropping.
He forgot we already did it. Anyway.
No, I'm just trying to get the show going.
Good for you. All right. So first web dropping is something I wanted to actually. I almost had this in rapid fire, which we may or may not do. I have no idea. We're trying to catch up on things.
We'll probably do rapid fire this week.
Yeah. I don't think
now that I'm back from vacation and we don't have weird issues going on. I'm probably going to do this
other
week.
than your mysterious illness that you won't talk about, but you do have boils all over you.
And my tummy hurts.
Yes, yeah. And there is a significant presence in your tummy. It looks like it's almost like... I don't know, like It's Alive kind of style.
Also, my thumb did this.
What did it do?
Whatever that is.
Looks like there's a small cut on it.
No.
You work at a you work at a restaurant. It looks like you just like slit your thumb a little bit.
Nope. Stop spreading these lies. I'm not trying to get out of work from a small cut.
Fake news, but
don't
don't
tell my employers why I left the other day. By the way, it has nothing to do with the small cut, even though that's what I wrote down on the paperwork.
But it was a large cut, actually.
First story, we have a Detective Pikachu. By the way, second biggest movie in the country.
Yeah.
No offense to defective
Pika fuck. Yeah.
Pika fuck.
Yo, defective fucka fuck.
No, I'm personally.
Defective fucker. You're a Pokemon guy.
I am
a Pokemon guy, but not an old school Pokemon man guy. You're like the new Pokemon.
Well, I played the old games too.
But the old games and stuff.
But also, no offense to Avengers. They are on their 4th or 3rd week now. Depends on when you hear this, I guess. Of being sold out
They're hearing
shows.
this tomorrow for us. So
I tried seeing it a week out from its release date, and it was already sold out in our small town.
Have you seen it yet?
No, I can't. It's been sold out every fucking showing. I'm going to try Saturday, and I've already decided
So you still don't know that Detective Pikachu dies in the Avengers movie? There was a weird crossover that happened, this reverse.
He jumps out and says, I solved the entire Infinity Gauntlet crisis, but all everyone hears is,
he eats all the...
Pika.
And it's just him eating like Infinity Gauntlet stones. Those exist? Is that part of the movie?
Yeah, they're stones.
Okay. I haven't seen yet. And then he poops them out and goes, ooh, Pikachu stones. Because that's how Pikachu people talk. I don't know anything about Pokemon or the Avengers movies, so you're going to be teaching me.
I'm just sad that like the entire movie by the internet got ruined for me before I got to see it. So I pretty much know every plot point now.
Well, I mean, come on.
Somewhere up in the air. I'm a little unhappy.
Sorry. It's like people who haven't seen Game of Thrones. Like, here's the thing. You should have 24 hours. That's fine.
They gave a week.
No. I'm sorry. 24 hours for TV shows, 1 week for movies.
And the writers, the Russo brothers, who did Community under Dan Harmon.
Of course, yeah.
Past guest Dan Harmon.
Go back and check that out. We might actually replace the rest of this episode with that.
They asked the fans to give a week, and they literally did. Yep. Like the fans were great.
They did, yeah. They were like the whole no spoil, except for like a few of the people who gave like pre-spoilers, like the people who like the rich Saudi prince or whatever who like got to see it early and was like, I'm gonna tell everybody about it because I'm better. But yeah, other than that, like the actual legitimate fans fucking gave people time. But that being said, 24 hours in Game of Thrones time is 1 week in like movie time, right? Because essentially weekend to weekend, whatever.
So what are your Defective Pikachu spoilers?
It's
that
not
is the
Defective
best
Pikachu spoilers, but we had this happen. What was it? The movie. It was before some children's movie. The trailer for Hereditary was played before some children's movie.
That was a while back
in Australia,
almost a year ago.
Oh yeah, it would have been like right before Hereditary came out, probably like a year ago or so. So this one was even worse. A theater actually ended up playing. Well, they started playing the movie Curse of La Llorona, which is the James Wan sort of not Conjuring universe, but maybe sort of. But anyway, like based on an old Mexican folktale of like a ghost woman who has an issue with who killed her kids and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, the movie itself is terrifying, but these kids went in to see Detective Pikachu with their parents, and they were greeted with Annabelle Comes Home, the trailer initially. Which is, again, probably some, I don't know, nothing against James Wan, but some junk fucking Conjuring Universe shit trailer, whatever. But anyway, scary to kids. And then it went into the new Joker trailer, which is going to be scary enough to kids, but probably
honestly, the trailer's not scary at all.
Yeah.
In fact, my wife laughed at it and said, "Is that a movie?"
Yeah. I mean,
I think it's Scorsese or someone. She goes, yeah.
But your wife is. I actually should ask this. Your wife is older than 6?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I know that was a joke. I know your wife very well. She's much older than 6, but not that much older than 6. Wait, no, but she. Wait, what? I'm a fucking landmine right here.
Hey, honey. His intentions are good if you're listening. His intentions are good.
You're the perfect age. I don't know how to get out of this one. She's not that much older than 6.
You just walked into every night at my house because you know my tongue.
Yes, yeah.
Every night at my house is, it's good. No, wait, it's not.
No. Yeah.
I'm just going to turn on, like, Care Bears dancing on YouTube.
You're
we
perfect.
all agree on that.
No, because how do I get out of this one? Like, she's older, significantly older than 6, but not like...
Yeah, she's a normal person's age.
She is.
All you need
she's
to
the perfect age for you and the perfect age for her. And it has nothing to do with this story.
Why did that make it almost worse?
Because that still means she could be 6. You pedophile. Anyway, no, Curse of La Llorona. In other words,
she's within a decade of my age, and I'm a grown man.
Yes,
moving on.
Exactly. She's a grown woman. You guys have you have a great time together, and I'm going down that landmine again. Anyway, so the Curse of La Llorona, and what I was trying to get at is that yes, you guys may not have found it scary, but little kids may have found that scary. Moving on, the next. The next trailer was Child's Play, and they were still thinking...
They was literally all horror trailers.
Exactly, but they're still thinking like maybe it's a mix-up, and we're still going to see Detective Pikachu. So Child's Play, and Child's Play is a pretty violent trailer and all that kind of stuff. They had a poster recently, because it comes out in the same day as Toy Story, the next Toy Story. They had a trailer recently... or it's coming out around the same time. Not a trailer, a poster, where it shows... like Chucky's shoe on one side of the screen with like blood dripping, and then what's his name, old fucko Cowboy McGee's arm. What's his name from Toy Story? Anyway, like clearly dead. Anyway, so they've been like having fun with that. Yeah. So this the Child's Play, like that's not for children. And so they were like, oh, maybe they're just playing the wrong trailers before the movie. Boom. Next thing you know, Curse of La Llorona actually starts, and then like 2 seconds in, they're like fucking pause. Lights come up, and everybody gets ushered over to another theater, which has Detective Pikachu pause, which also tells me the Curse of La Llorona people were in the Detective Pikachu trailer, watching, like, you know, like fucking, like, Dora the Explorer trailers, and they're like, are we in the right movie?
Good pull. I'm glad you know that exists. That's neat.
We've talked about it on the show, yeah. It has, like, Danny Trejo in it, for crying out loud, so, yeah. A lot, it has a great cast.
Just like the last episode of What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh, did you watch that?
With Tilda Swinton,
the best all vampire cast
ensemble
with fucking Pee Wee Herman in it. For crying out loud. Paul Rubens,
Paul Rubin,
yeah,
almost like Paul Harvey.
Yeah. No, that was like if people haven't watched What We Do in the Shadows, they had the original What We Do in the Shadows guys in it from the movie. If people have not been watching that show, watch it.
Rachel Evan Woods.
Yep, because these are all people who, and they were playing the vampire characters they played in their movies, and then they made reference to. Characters who weren't there, they made reference to like Pattinson or whatever. Be like, oh, like these people who couldn't be here.
And Wesley Snipes.
And they were like Tom and Brad.
Wesley Snipes played Blade
via Skype.
And
so he was always
Blade.
So he was always behind.
Daywalker.
He was always behind. Like
vampire.
Yeah. Are we getting lunch? It's like, no, we fucking talked about lunch like 10 minutes ago.
He was always 5 minutes off on Skype, so everything he said was 5 minutes off.
Yeah. So these people, like, so What We Do in the Shadows, the TV show, had the best. And from what I understand, I heard that they were going to have more of those, like that wasn't the last cameo appearance of some of those people, but they brought the original What We Do in the Shadows guys back first, and then brought all those other people in. Anyway. So the theater played Curse of La Llorona for a second. People went into What We Do in the Shadows, and What We Do in the Shadows, Curse of La Llorona, and expected Detective Pikachu, and vice versa. And then they swapped theaters because it turned out it looked like the films had just been swapped. So or the marquees for for which theater you go into had been swapped. Kids were traumatized. It doesn't seem like anybody's facing any kind of problems with this.
I would say for new content for this one, what we do is like what Bill Cosby used to do back in the day. Kids say
rape women. Yes.
Well, no. Kids do the darndest thing.
Kids do the darndest thing. Like rape women. Oh, kids do the darndest thing. Say the darndest things like, when you put the pill in the pudding pop, and then the woman falls asleep, and then you take a piece off, and then you go big. Kids say the darndest things. That's a terrible Bill Cosby impression.
It actually wasn't that bad.
But it fits for what he deserves.
What I'm thinking is you send kids into a theater where they only watch those trailers and then the 2 first minutes of a horror movie, and then you cut it.
Yeah.
And you
interview
ask
them
what they think.
Yep.
Just interview them. Just period.
Yeah.
Interview them. Like,
how did we break you for
I
life?
saw a woman's boobies on a trailer that said not for under 18.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Like, it would be kind of horrifying.
Yeah. And my thought was I would just I would send kids into a porno theater and then get arrested. That was my new content.
Yeah, because it's legal.
Moving on. Oh, this is a tough story. Okay. This has got some statistics to it. Who out there loves erotic manga?
Me.
Cool.
I do. It's fun.
No, it's good. Erotic manga is very popular, and
I actually like erotic anime better because then I don't have to read.
Reading gets my dick soft.
All those word bubbles get in the way of the tits.
Oh, you're trying to like swipe them away. Come on, yeah. Anyway, so there is actually a statistician out there who has been taking note for about a dozen years. Has been running statistics, and actually the statistics we're going to read you are based on 2019 specifically, but they have been taking. In the most recent thing, they've taken 19 manga publications and broken down a few statistics. One of the biggest one is the cases of consensual versus non-consensual sex. And a lot of this was actually to stand up for manga, because a lot of people assume manga's all about tentacle rape. And anime is all about tentacle rape.
Only a small part is.
There really is, because a lot of people...
Because of the pixelation of video. They needed to get around pixelation, so they decided to do... penetration with things that aren't penises, because that gets around.
But in other words, like the things that want to be pornography are like that. Yeah.
In Japanese pornography, you can show a butthole, unpixelated, but as soon as a dick hits it,
and from what I understand, it was like there's a pubic hair issue is like one of the biggest. There's a pubis issue. Anyway.
I think they need the biggest bushes on earth, like 1970s America.
Yeah.
All Japanese porn has giant bushes.
Yep, exactly. But apparently, like, it's part of the culture. But they like also like, I don't know. I don't know
I'm thinking the giant bushes hide enough of the pubis to get around the pixelization. But I think once something penetrates, still pixelating.
Yeah. There's some like weird laws. Regardless,
there are very unique, straight up.
Regardless,
like,
we're talking specifically
laws.
about manga and not anime. So, and those who don't know the difference, fucking looking up, nerds. Wait, no, we're the nerds.
We're the nerds.
Yeah, never mind.
Mangas, comic books, animes, animation.
Exactly.
Animation.
And
the word anime
in there.
Is actually a French word.
Yeah.
The French word for animation is anime.
Yeah, and
Japan adopted it.
Yeah, and in America,
it's part of their kanji dictionary.
Remember before America like really adopted the term anime and knew what it was? We just called it Japanimation back in the day.
That was dark.
Yeah,
those were dark.
Those
days.
dark days, like I think like the Blue Girl and stuff like that back in the days. Remember those?
Are you watching Japanimation while your work boots are on my Oriental rug? Are you watching Japanimation?
No, I'm watching anime. It's French. And then that's how anime was born.
Yeah.
Boom. Somebody needed to hide their Japanimation porn addiction, and they called it anime. But by the way, most anime is not porn, and most manga is not pornographic. This person was paying attention specifically to erotic manga, and they were doing Ero Manga Stats is what they call it. And this person has a Twitter feed, and they post a lot of these stats regularly, like every once in a while. But they actually just posted something a little bit more like comprehensive recently. And what they were doing is breaking down the amount of non-consensual sex versus consensual sex in these publications. And it turned out that according to this person's statistics, the average rate of consensual sex in publications was actually 79%, while only 19% of scenarios were non-consensual. Which, again, a lot of people think, like, weird erotic... We're talking just about the erotic stuff. Erotic manga and erotic anime means you're getting raped by tentacles and stuff. Now, they did have to go by, essentially a legal definition of consensual sex, defined in a certain context. So they specifically chose, like, essentially a legal definition of that. But here's what I actually found even more interesting than all of that. You can actually find the breakdown at animenewsnetwork.com. You can actually find that breakdown of every, like, if anybody out there is really into manga or anything like that, like, you can find the breakdown for the exact publication to find out that Angel Club, it has 76% non-consensual sex versus 24%, whereas there's something like Magnum X, which first of all sounds like definitely a condom, has 0% non-consensual and 100% consensual, and then a gamut in between. But I actually liked, they also randomly studied the amount of, the number of maids, people in maid uniforms in manga.
There's a decent amount from what I can tell.
Yes, it turns out the maid theme over the years went nuts. There's actually a really cool graph, and it shows that, like, as of I've got to figure out like what the actual numbers mean, but anyway, it went up 600% between 1997 and 2000. So at some point there was this weird psychological shift where people just were really into seeing maids in manga. It stayed pretty high for a while. It started to like reduce, tail down for a while now. But as we know, anybody out there watching manga, there's a lot of sexy women dressed in maid uniforms. I would actually like to ask this to everybody out there: when was the last time you saw somebody dressed in a maid uniform that wasn't in a movie? And could I go there?
I was gonna say, yeah, you don't really see maid uniforms anymore.
Maybe you. I don't know. I don't know the Japanese culture. Maybe that's big and prevalent over there.
In American culture, like a maid wears probably a uniform at her work, like in a hotel, but they kind of dress just normal.
They do, yes. The maid, whereas apparently in manga, that's not the case. They always wear maid uniforms, and they look like they're 14, but they are definitely over 18, 21. I don't know what the age
I have
consent
no
is
idea
in
what
Japan.
the age consent is in Japan.
I haven't had to look into that. I haven't been to Japan. I haven't had to worry about that. Anyway, so this person, animenewsnetwork.com, you can actually check out this person's like statistics. There's a lot of crazy statistics for the magna pornography or erotic manga, if you will. And not all of them are just based on non-consensual and consensual sex. A lot of them are all over the place with like random data visualizations and things like that. So I would highly recommend that for people who have nothing else to do. Yes. New content. Nothing?
I've been thinking the whole time, and anime already is new content.
What about like
anime? Literally makes its own. Content
I've been trying to
daily.
think of like if there's anything better that I could use like statistical analysis on, and I would say just about everything. But at the same time, I actually would. I wouldn't. Here's my thought: I wouldn't mind somebody crunching this data over the years and creating like an actual visual data visualization where you could actually see the movement of the love of maids overlaid with the consensual and non-consensual sex over
Tentacle
time.
porn,
exactly.
etc.
Like in other words, like a real good website with good data visualization. Maybe an app. I don't know, like a Fuck Me Manga app. You know, where like you get to see all this kind of stuff. So mine's a little more technical, things like that. So I think it's going to be like an app that's going to be created out of this. Boom, we're done.
That's actually better than I could have come up with, because when I think about that, I'm like, anime already has covered everything.
Well,
like, if you think about the grossest thing on earth, anime's done it, and so is manga.
Oh yeah, not only that, like then they up it, and you're like, oh shit, I didn't even think of that.
Like that's
thing.
the one story where I don't think I can up the content.
Yeah.
I think they already have.
I actually didn't try to up it. I tried to down it. I was like, let me try to turn this into something serious. I'm like, I was like, give me these statistics. I would love to, because I like doing computer programming.
Yeah, it's like the only country on earth where like you'll see a cereal ad, and it's like, cereal, they got puffs. You want to throw them in your muff? You know, it's
muff puffs.
Muff puffs. You know, they don't hide it. They just fucking go full throttle. But at the same time, very conservative country.
Well, there's certain you have to pay attention very specifically to like cultural customs, of course.
It's like America, where you have like Alabama, where everyone's religious, but they all fuck
and
their
they just banned every abortion possible ever.
Yeah, but they also fuck their cousins. If you're uber Republican, you're gay and get
I can't believe when I raped my 12-year-old cousin, she was allowed to get an abortion, so I couldn't see my retard baby to fruition. Sorry. By the way, Tim Heidecker, one of my heroes of all time,
same.
released a new song today, May 16th. And usually his songs are silly. He released a song that is one of the most poignant anti-abortion songs. I mean, sorry, not anti-abortion songs, I should say. Anti-abortion. Yes, there we go.
Don't not do that, brother.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But so I listened to it expecting like a standard Tim Heidecker song. It's like "To All the Men" or something like that, and it's pretty much it came out like hours after the Alabama governor signed the abortion bill, which is going to go and essentially try to challenge Roe v. Wade, all that kind of stuff. People,
there's going to be a ton of these, even if Alabama's fails.
But Alabama's is the harshest, where Pat Robertson came out against it, and conservatives around the nation are coming out against it. They actually think this could be more of a problem because they're like, you're trying to take it out too head on. Like you're essentially, you might be fucking us over on this, which actually would be good. It could be like a blessing in disguise if they overturn it.
Yeah, it's way too harsh.
Yeah, because essentially you can't get an abortion. Like even in cases of rape and incest, you cannot get an abortion. You can be a 12-year-old girl who gets raped by her father and you can't get an abortion.
Just remember, when you have your father's rape baby, the state won't give you food stamps because they're cutting those.
Yeah,
and,
exactly. Because they need to. Yeah,
WIC is going to get cut and. Yep. Well, that baby's probably going to starve to death within 6 months, and you can watch your baby die slowly because the Republicans don't want it to live. Or you can get an abortion legally. Oh, wait, the Republicans don't want that either.
So Tim Heidecker's song, which I was expecting to like hear for laughs, was pretty much about like a 12-year-old doesn't know she's not supposed to say no, gets impregnated. Turns out she lives in, and he lives like the states, Ohio, Georgia, and Alabama right now that are fucking that stuff up, and being like she has no choice, and then she goes to.
It's also the states with the dumbest people, literally.
It is. Ohio, Georgia, and Alabama. I mean, Ohio not necessarily. Ohio is actually like probably 50-50.
No,
like,
they just went down a couple pegs.
Yeah. Oh, they're definitely the dumbest in the Midwest as of now. But or at least they have enough of a voting dumb population. But anyway, by the time it's done, like the girl has no choice but to go to like a back alley abortionist and fucking gets poked and bled to death. Like it's a bleak, and it's done in a country style, and essentially it was him throwing back how country is always like bleak and about like, and that's the baby, like, and I like all these fucking cheesy things, and he took this and turned it on its head and created this bleak, amazing song. Tim Heidecker
is nailing it.
That guy's nails
between
everything.
us.
That guy's
and
amazing.
This, yeah. So,
anyway,
also those things he did earlier.
He's done everything right. Tim Heidecker is a hero. Anyway, I didn't mean to bring abortion into this, but let's move on to the next story.
Manatee orgy stops traffic in Florida. It's talking about abortions. We're going to need a lot after this.
Yeah, manatee abortions, which are probably even more illegal because they're protected species.
We're not even talking coat hangers. We're talking like those long rods with decorative knobs at the end used to hang curtains in fancy houses.
Curtain rods.
Yeah, you just ram one of those up a manatee.
You know those rods? What are meant to hang curtains up? What do they call those again? Oh, curtain rods.
I live in a fog. It's called my brain.
Yeah, or Ohio, or Georgia, or Alabama. But luckily, just your medicated brain. Anyway.
Unmedicated brain.
An unusual...
I'm only correcting you because I get confused every 3 minutes. I'll fix myself.
With the medication, I'm unmedicating myself.
Oh, sweet, sweet medication.
Have you ever heard of a manatee?
Yes.
A manatee?
Yes.
A manatee?
Yes.
A manatee?
Yes. Please speak. I feel like you have a thought to get out of your heart, and I'm not sure which one it is. I've just.
Have you been possessed by like some old like Bayou fucking? Did you like murder like a Bayou like boatman and just fucking like his soul like possessed you?
Jared, I didn't want to tell you the whole reason I've been sick the entire show and so quiet. I got bit by one of the Bayou folk, one of the swamp people. From,
swamp people,
from TLC.
The band?
No, the channel.
I was gonna say because only like 2 of those are alive.
No.
Left Eye, I think, died.
I actually said hi.
I think who was it that died from TLC? Was it Left Eye?
It was Left Eye.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
No, when I was in Louisiana,
so TC.
I met one of the guys.
Oh, the TV show. Never mind.
The TV show Swamp People from TLC. He
I don't want no gators.
He roped our boat in,
That's a
and
terrible
while I was
joke.
drinking a Corona out of a can, I said hi to him, and he said, "Hey," and then he bit me.
Well, because you were drinking a fucking Corona out of a can in New Orleans.
It was the cheapest bulk beer we could get for the ride. But
Louisiana doesn't really have any beer, do they?
regardless,
They don't have like a local, like I mean, I'm sure they have local stuff, but like they don't have like a famous microbrew.
no, they don't. But he bit me.
So you were drinking cerveza.
So yeah, every once in a while, I'll kick out of the crowd that don't come talk.
Yeah.
I'm a Cajun motherfucker.
Yes, you are.
None of that makes sense. But at the same time, what were you saying?
I have no fucking clue now.
See how I feel at the top of the
Manatees.
show?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, manatees.
Manatees. Okay, Florida.
Let's get them all abortions, huh?
Florida is
how's that feel for your manatee? I'm gonna take my cotton rod and I'm gonna ream you out. I'm gonna hang you like some drapes.
That's fine.
Can't make your own babies out of this bayou water when you're hanging from a drape rod.
Well, I do
What
appreciate your attempts to audition for Florida's Gump, Mr. Bear, but
Not my fault. I was bitten by one of them crawdad motherfuckers.
we're gonna go a different direction. First of all, this shrimp man, of course, in Forrest Gump called for a black man, and for some reason you showed up anyway. You got through our security, and now you've just been sounding.
I got bit by a Cajun dude. Now, I gotta talk like a Cajun dude.
Now I don't know if you're auditioning for Forrest Gump himself or for the shrimp man. What's his name? Bubba. Right, Bubba?
Oh no,
Forrest Gump.
I don't know. I don't know the movie you speak of. I just know my crawdads and my gators.
That wasn't bad.
The running critique of my disease. It's like
I am running critique of your disease. You're right.
It's like I was in the bayou and I got bit by a gator, but it was a guy from the Gator Show and he bit me.
Yeah.
Now I'm a gator man.
Oh, so not the gator itself, but it was a man called Gator. It was a man named Gator.
Yeah.
Manatees, though. Have you ever been to Florida, mister?
Oh yes.
That's a brand new soul just invested in that body.
When you got beaten by someone down south, what you have is you sometimes get several souls in your body. The bayou holds many secrets.
Hatchet.
Oh yeah.
Did we didn't talk about that on air, so that was a really random reference, wasn't it? I forgot we didn't talk about your hatchet reference on air.
Oh, that was a reference we all don't made off air.
A reference is what we call it.
We did that reference off air, and what I did is I copied you in your better accent. And I figured out when I don't get bit that with our boat driver down there in the bayou with the gators, he was ready to stick me with the curse. I'm now a bayou man by birth.
Okay. Well, I'm going to talk about Florida, a neighboring
We're not
state.
going to address that thing we just addressed. It had nothing to do with the show we're showing off.
No. So in Florida, you've heard of Florida.
I've been there. I'm on the White Sands in Pensacola.
So
This disease is kicking in pretty hard. The wound is throbbing.
yeah, it has nothing to do with the medication throbbing, does it?
Maybe it's the meds or the bite I got from my gator dude who bit me on my haunch.
Have you ever heard of Tampa Bay?
Hey, you know what a haunch is?
Oh, we're just trading questions now. No, mine was about the show.
Is
but-
this an interview
Okay.
show or is it not?
It's not.
Because I could interview you all day.
All right, what would you like to know about me?
Oh, have you ever been bitten on the haunch?
I don't know what a haunch is. What
Where's
is a
your
haunch?
haunch?
I think a haunch is like lower back. or
You
something.
all right? You all right? I got bit on my haunch.
And a paunch is the like right above like the smaller part of like the lower stomach that hangs over it so I can't see my ding dong.
It's like a gun to a cunt.
Exactly, it's a gun to a cunt. It's the I don't know, a gong to the dong.
I like the way you talk, Bayou boy.
You like my mouth?
I like your mouth. It's like a gator's mouth, but with less teeth.
Yeah. You want to suck?
I want to put my dick in your mouth, but not a gator's mouth. But only because you got less teeth, boy.
I do. I have significantly less, and they're less sharp. But I will suck.
You have less teeth than a normal man, boy.
Yeah. I actually have.
Where you hide those teeth, boy? Do you have pockets? Do you wear them cargo shorts?
I do, and I put my teeth in the carpet.
I'm gonna jingle those teeth while I jingle your balls.
This is the weirdest erotic thing I've ever been a part of.
I think we're all having fun down here in this Vermont Bayou.
You know, the only thing I could think of that would be more erotic than this is watching a manatee mating ball. Have you ever heard of that?
That's where they fucking a ball.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
I'm really sorry. I just have a moment of lucidity. Take it where it's at. Take it for what it's worth. I am really sorry.
It's worth nothing. I take it where it's at, which is nowhere.
I literally think I'm turning into a were-swamp person. I don't know how to help it. I can't help it.
Yeah, were-swamp
I'm afraid for my family. What I think is going to happen is I'm going to go home. I'm going to actually be really nice to my wife and cook her an amazing dinner. But then I'm just going to be able to dock into nowhere.
Yep.
And I'm gonna put traps.
It's gonna be you in your backyard, landlocked backyard, building a dock. Be like, and they're like, I'm feeding the gators, honey.
I'm gonna put like traps down for
throwing
crawfish,
chunks of meat. Your wife doesn't even know where you got them.
Yeah.
You're like, I just came home with mystery meat, and I'm feeding the gators, investigators.
I'm gonna put traps down for crawfish, but it like catches crickets.
Yeah, honey, I got these crawdads. Gonna make you some real good, fine, fancy meal.
And she's like, it's you just got like 12 crickets. Like, I can hear them mating right now. Hear them?
12 crawdads is a meal if I've ever heard one.
I do love the mating sound of a cricket. It's like
a crawdad, but cricket, crawdad. Yeah.
You know the difference between a violin...
Crawdad, they say.
Jeremiah. Yes, do you know the difference between a violin and a fiddle?
Oh, shit, I've been possessed, too. Oh, Mr. Man, the rest of this show gonna be crazy.
Do you know the difference in a violin and a fiddle?
Well, violins played by a motherfucking beep, and a violin, fiddles played by a motherfucking beep.
Hey, the third answer I've heard today. I've heard one you dance to, one you don't, and I've heard one's played by a redneck and one's not.
Well, that's what I said pretty much the first time. One's played by a beep. And the other's played by a...
I don't know why I'm bleeping those words. Oh, there's nothing I've never heard before.
Yeah, most of them border on anti-Semitic, racist, and everything.
When was the last time, boy, you ever saw a race in the bayou?
Well, last time I saw a race was a cockroach race that I threw right in my own living room. I found 2 cockroaches and I raced them together. And then guess what? Winner gets eaten. Loser gets eaten. 2 cockroach dinner that night. Boom! Double cockroach dinner. Do they have cockroaches in the New Orleans? I think
yeah, actually, moment of lucidity. My wife poked me while we were on the
Not
balcony
for me.
and goes, "What's that moving?" And I took my iPhone's light and I pointed it down to the ground. I'm like, it's just a roach. And she jumped.
Yeah. Oh, a gator roach. Is that what she said? I have no moment of lucidity for the next 14 minutes, by the way. This is who I am now. Do you want to take the rest of the show from you on out, boy?
I definitely like that my sickness has allowed me to go in and out of lucidity because...
Oh, yeah, but it's contagious, unfortunately, man. So, now I guess this is just who I am now. What's the next story? No, we got to finish this story, yeah.
This is yours.
Manatees, by the way.
Oh, no, we were moving on.
No, we haven't even finished this story, man.
Oh, we didn't all finish that story.
So it turns out a bunch of manatees down here.
We're talking about we're going to talk over each other.
If you're listening to this show and you enjoy this show,
Florida,
you're going to like they would go to a big old bundle and they got all ripped up and they was all at a main ball and
then they came back to
let's prevent extinction and we're good. Oh, moment of lucidity. I'm back.
Oh, you're back, good boy. You go.
Oh, just get it on. I know how to do a Northern accent.
He's back.
I know how to do a Northern accent. I just pretend.
It's like you stepped off the dock at the end of the pier, and you're like, "Oh, I fell into some mud." And your mom's like, "You came from mud." And you're like, "What?" From mud. Yeah. And your mom's like, "Yeah, your dad put in the mud." And you're like, "Oh,
everything you say
I came out mud butt, and that's why my name is Mud Butt."
Everything you say is great, yeah.
It's also interesting, moment of lucidity, that some kids in Louisiana are called mud butt. It makes a lot of sense. They probably fell in the bayou. Toxoplasmosis kicked in, vaginal issues. They also had diarrhea when the baby was born, thought it came out their butt. It makes a lot of sense. Toxoplasmosis and diarrhea and birth all together could lead a less than thoughtful mother into thinking that she gave birth to a mud butt child.
Yeah. In other words, that she thinks
she really thought she birthed a baby out of her butt.
Out of her butt.
Yeah. If you shit when you give birth. But also, if you have
toxoplasmosis, and a baby also comes out. So
yeah, so I could see a lot of Louisiana births being, oh man, the kind of baby you didn't raise up to be the governor of the state, right? Oh yeah, I guess I mean, is the governor bad in Louisiana? Oh yeah, that woman, she just took all the money from us, and we had nothing but crawfish.
I remember Baba Jindo back in the day. Baba Jindo was a mud butt. If I ever saw one, probably because his last name seemed weird to me.
You ever wonder where they got in your craw came from?
Nope.
I knew that I.
Well, moving on for this new Lost at Craw podcast here.
By
the
gumbo.
Crawcast here.
By gumbo, I'm in that.
Oh, yeah, I like, Yeah, the thing I like, about the Southerners is sometimes they come up with new sayings like "by gumbo," and then they get to then continue their thought as if being saved by the co-host.
I don't know why I walked in the room now.
Oh Jesus! We are in an M. Night Shyamalan split situation, I believe.
Well, I walked into this room and no one's on mic. There's just 2 empty mics.
I'm here. Hello there, sir.
And I figured since no one's on mic, I'd take
over
the show.
Let me get my friend here. Oh, hello there.
Oh, Bruce.
Jason Jr.
Bruce.
Oh, my God, it's been...
Oh, my God.
I haven't seen you since you Me Too'd me.
I haven't seen you since you got Me Too.
That's a coincidence. How you doing?
I'm better than you. You got Me Too.
Oh, yeah, I've been behind bars for a while now.
What's going on? The podcast looks like it's rolling. There's a computer screen. All kinds of
I don't see Jeremiah or Scott anyway.
I don't see Scott or Jeremiah anywhere.
It's almost like we belong, like as part of their psyches or something. But I think what they did is they went to get a drink, and I just took over from a crazy man who had a big mustache from the Bayou. And,
no, I didn't see anyone. I just came in the trap door in the floor.
Oh, you don't see much of anything, do you?
I have one eye that's glassy.
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry about that.
It's cool to show the girls. They think it's a Halloween thing, but
yes. But did you tell them it's because I splashed my?
I told them it's my cum eye.
Okay, there you go.
Well,
that's
my cum eye.
Okay, because here's the thing: as long as you don't tell them it's
milky,
my cum
because
eye,
cum is milky.
Because I'm about to get off out on probation, and it would be great if you didn't tell them it was because I'm just in it.
No, I'm 14, and I use it to get dates. I'm like, look, there's someone.
14, yes.
Someone come in this eye. You can come in this eye,
girls. Shit, you're 14, huh?
Girls, the girls like that, right? When I say you can come in the other eye,
do they?
No one came in it yet.
Well,
this one's like a cup of Earl tea. It's cloudy and milky.
Oh, that's right. Well, if you put some milk in it, yes, definitely.
Now, honey, with your tits out, I know I'm 14 and I declared it when I came in the bar, but could you make this eye as milky as an Earl Grey?
Oh, that's right. Where he squirts your honey in your eye there?
If I wake up, lucky, yeah.
Hold on a second. I've got some notes here.
Oh, you gotta read off that. Oh,
Jeremiah left his computer open.
Jeremiah's naughty and left his laptop open.
Yes. It says here, motherfuck stepdaughter suck stepsondick.com.
Oh, is that the story about Saudi Arabia?
Yes.
Makes sense. It all tracks.
Yes. Hold on, let me click to another tab here. Let's say not infantfuck.com.
Is that the story about the whale ball?
It's probably.
There was a whale ball, right? Where the whales worked themselves into a ball and then just came on all the tourists.
No, it's a manatee mating ball, yes.
Oh, yes, I've seen that show.
Yes, manateematingball.com. .com, not .com, by the way. I know people can't tell it with my accent there. But no, actually, I want to say there's this last story I've heard about, that there's this YouTube channel that's been streaming live artificial intelligence generated death metal for over a couple of months now. So this artificial intelligence has been generated by a group, and they have trained the artificial intelligence on a catalog of this band called Archspire. Hey, Jason G, have you ever heard of this band called Archspire? They're Canadian. I've never heard of them.
Oh, I've heard of Bieber. Bieber's my hero.
Bieber, yes.
Oh, the little lad who likes to fuck girls out of his league. And then he gets tattoos that no one likes.
Yes. Billy Bieber, yes. I like that, yes. Brother of Justin Bieber, who's much better than what you just said. Who
get more
who fucks
than
women
Justin
who
Bieber.
fucks women for charity. You know that Justin Bieber's charity is called Bieber Fucks Your Girl Dot Charity.
Oh, I thought it was drain funds from your friend in relapse who needs money for a prolapse.
You and I definitely have different experience with Justin Bieber.
Usually he goes, no, those drunks, they don't need no monies. Give all those monies to those people whose buttholes are hidden their knees.
No, that was one of his songs.
Oh, I quoted his lyrics again. Sorry.
Yes, no, that's not what he said to you. We've never met him, actually. That being said,
I'd like to think I met him, but I don't think I have. But a boy once diddled me, and I didn't like it, but I thought it was Bieber, so I said...
Oh, by the way, I'd like to tell the courts, I did not film this. I did not film the little boy diddling the other little boy, despite what your video evidence may have. Somebody stole my phone. Stole my phone, and I did not film it.
We were in Canada. It's cool. We call it swinging. We do it under the swings. When you push a swing and say higher, it means you butt fuck another underage boy. And then when the swing hits you in the butt, you're like, oh.
Turns out it's actually illegal in Canada.
Oh, I'm going to jail.
Sorry, bud.
Time to hop on one of your Bruce. It's time to hop on one of your famous princess cruises. Let's take one of your shit steamers and fly around the world.
Well, and before we do that, let me introduce what we call the Dada Bots, which is the AI-generated 24/7 death metal group that has been playing death metal for over a month straight. It's been trained by AI on this band, the Canadian band Archspire, and I'm going to go ahead and just roll that. And you and I can hit on one of these princess cruises and tell people to get lost if that's fine.
You know what? I do want to go on one of those shit cruises with a boat.
It's called a princess cruise.
But if you think about it, if everyone's
just because people is pooping now, but it's actually part of the package.
Where do they put the poop? If there's 3,000 people, it's in the walls. The poop is in the walls.
We're in the ocean. It's in the ocean, you fucking idiot.
Well, then the water wouldn't be green.
What you think? Like 4 turds is gonna, even 4,000 turds is gonna turn the ocean anything other than green?
How many tunes are you talking? Is this a
turds?
Is this a 311 cruise? Are we gonna hear Amber is my energy?
Why? Let's stop this sound of it.
Whoa! I'm Jason Jr. Get the fuck off mic. We're ending the show. Get the fuck. Oh, I'm sorry you weren't there. Get the fuck off.
Yeah, get the fuck off mic, man.
By the way,
you too, bud. Get off. Bud.
He did bring up. He did bring up 311.
Jeremiah, I've been your friend forever. You know. No, come on, bud.
Jason Jr. did bring up 311.
Oh, I'll see you later.
My favorite song of theirs, total today, is Amber is the color of my emergency. Yeah. Oh. Jared, we're gonna do this going out. Ready?
No, we're gonna actually go out on.
Amber is the color of my emergency.
We're gonna go out on this death metal group.
Whoa. Amber is the color of my emergency. Whoa. Amber is the color of my emergency. Whoa.
Get lost and enjoy this real music by robots.